Traders know that, bro, profits don't come quickly, you know what I mean? You have to put in the work, you know, stack small profits, stuff like that. So me, dog, I just jumped the gun, bro. Literally, I jumped the gun.
What's up, traders? Welcome to another installment of Market Masters Out and About edition with myself, Nqobile Tembane from Top Trader South Africa. This season is sponsored by Exness, an international multi-asset broker which is also licensed right here in South Africa. On this show, I sit down with the most prominent and talented traders in the industry and we have chats on all things trading. Alright, yo, what's up guys? It's Nqobile here from Top Trader South Africa, and we're back here with another episode of Market Masters Out and About. We're going out to all your favorite traders, bringing them on the show. But today I am joined by a young king in the game.
You know the vibes.
You know the vibes.
You know the vibes, bro.
Bandile, what's up?
I'm nice, bro, and you?
I'm good, bro. I'm good.
Nice, bro. I'm nice.
Thank you so much for inviting us into your space, bro, so we can come and just like shoot this interview.
Yeah. Dog, no stress, bro. Sisonke, dog. Yeah.
Sisonke.
You know the vibes, bro.
Nah, clean. You know the vibes.
You know
bro.
the vibes.
You know the vibes. Where does that phrase come from?
Hey, dog, it just came up, bruh. Like, I have my friends in Durban, Tsepo and Bandile, right? Yeah. And then, like, we just used to say it, bro. And then, I don't know, like, the more we kept saying it, the more people liked it, you know? Even, like, yeah, bro, it's just, that's how it basically came about. Like, we would chill together. When I take videos, we'd be like, you know, the vibes. And then, yeah, now people say I'm Mr. You know the vibes. Yeah, it's crazy.
It's that you know the vibes.
That's why even on my merch, I want to, like, somehow now, like, maybe, like, write, you know, the vibes at the back or something, you know what I mean?
That's lit. When you get something out, sell me, I'll come by as well.
No stress. Even after this, I'll give you something.
Shout out.
Vibes.
Yeah, bro. So we're currently in Johannesburg right now.
Yeah.
But you're not from here, bro.
Nah, bro. Nah,
where you from?
I'm from Durban, bro.
Durban,
bro. From Pinetown in Durban. Yeah.
What is life like there? Like, you know, growing up in Durban.
Dog, it was decent, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie and be like, I know, I grew up in poverty. What, you know? Nah, bro. Like, decent. You know, single parents. My mom, you know, she made ends meet. You know. Could get the things I wanted. Not all of them, but like, you know, most of them. Like, I couldn't complain, bro, you know. But I still had something in me that was like, nah, you know, I want to like, you know, hustle on my own, you know. Because now this thing of like me going to Oscar, you know, like my tuck shop money, what, you know what I mean, bro?
It wasn't working for you.
Yeah, bro. Like, I wanted to be free, basically, you know what I mean? I wanted to be free, bro. Like, I wanted to be able to like wake up and be like, okay, I want Air Forces, I'm going to go buy Air Forces, you know? Because, like, when you're depending on someone, I'm not saying it's bad to depend on someone, but then when you're depending on someone, bro, you're, like, limited, you know what I mean? Like, I come to you and I ask you, dog, please buy me Air Forces. Then you're going to be like, nah, give me a month, you know what I mean? Stuff like that, bro. Yeah. But, nah, growing up wasn't bad at all, bro. Wasn't bad at all.
Yeah. You're still young, though.
Yeah. You know my age.
You know, you're 20,
I'm 20,
right?
yeah.
2021 this year.
Yeah, 2021.
2021 this
year. That's crazy.
That's crazy, isn't it? Yeah. So with you turning 21 this year, obviously you're still young, still fresh in the game. But you're not really fresh in the game, if we're being honest, though. You're not like necessarily like fresh. You've like, how long have you been doing this for?
But like, hey, dog, I think I'm still fresh, eh?
Is it?
Because I started trading in 2019.
You started in 2019?
Yeah. That's when I knew about Forex 2018, but I didn't know how to trade, nothing, bro. But then I started trading 2019, bro.
Yeah.
26th of Feb. That's when I got my course. That's when leadership taught me and everything, right? So then, 2019, but then I only got into the game full time, like, 2020, dog. Like, no, 2021. Basically, that's when like people like started to like know of me, you know what I mean? But still new in the game, you know.
And you're having a good run so far.
Yeah, you know, but nothing's easy, dog, you know. There's like, the road to success isn't always smooth, you know. There's those bumps and hiccups, you know.
So you just finished high school, right? Like not recently.
Yeah, but like, the year before.
The year before last year. So it's 2022 now, 2021. Year before, 2020.
Yeah, 2020.
So you
yeah.
finished high school,
Yeah,
so you're
2020.
still fresh out.
Yeah,
Basically.
fresh out, bro. Fresh out. Ish.
Yeah, so, but you started trading in high school though?
Yeah, bro. Started trading in high school. Started trading in grade 11.
11?
Yeah, after failing grade 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when I started trading.
Yeah. So, but wait, so you say you did it after failing grade 10. Did,
Yeah.
like, that fail, when you failed, like, was that what pushed you to trade?
Yeah, dog, because, hey, because even my classmates know, bro, and my friends, dog, school wasn't like, hey, dog, school, I wasn't like blessed there, bro. I was the worst student at school, bro. Even when I tried, bro, you know, so I never, like, I knew, bro, that school wasn't gonna work for me, you know what I mean? Not to sound cliche and all that, but then, before I failed, I was confused, you know?
Okay.
I was like going to school, but then I'm like, nah, like, this isn't for me, you know? Like, I don't see myself going to varsity and all that, you know? I don't have the skill to do that, because, you know, bro, everybody's blessed in, like, their own, like, you know, aspects in life. Some people are blessed when it comes to education, some are blessed when it comes to, like, you know, trading, all that stuff, you know what I mean? So, school, bro, like, there was a big loophole, bruh, you know? So, after failing, that's when I realized, I'm like, oh, snap. Like, okay, it's jumped now, you know what I mean? Like, it's jumped. And then that's when I found out about Forex, and I'm like, okay, like, this has to be it, bro. This has to be it, bro. This has to be it. And yeah, bro.
Yeah, so
that's how it started.
Yeah, so that's how it started. So obviously, you hear about Forex, now you need to learn Forex and everything. Did you feel like that was a bit of a mountain that you had to climb?
Yeah, dog, it was a
the
massive...
learning part, because obviously school's not your best thing. Now you need to learn again.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was a mountain, but then it was a mountain that I enjoyed climbing, you know what I mean? Because I looked at the benefits, I looked at what could happen at the end, you know what I mean? So like, let me break, like school, right? So when I look at school, when I look at the mountain of school, I'll be like, okay, I'm climbing this mountain to get a job, but I'm still not free. And then when I looked at trading, because bro, like I'd see like all these successful traders, Ash, Jason, Noah, all those people, you know what I mean? And I'll be like, damn, okay, so if you climb this mountain, this is what you get. You get the nice cars, you get the, you know, you're financially free, nice clothes, everything, you know what I mean? So when it came to trading, when it came to the learning, I was actually eager, bro. I was looking forward to it because I'm like, okay, I know that if I master this, bro, like the chances of me being financially free are pretty high. I can get like, you know, nice cars, apartments, you know what I mean? Just freedom, bro, you know what I mean? Whereas, if we're looking at it, like, if you're looking at school, bro, it's limited, you know? I mean, like, not to talk bad or anything, but look at the people who went to school and look at, like, what they achieved after climbing that mountain and compare it to the people who traded, like, who climbed the mountain of learning how to trade and look at what they have now, you know what I mean? Like, the people who are trading are a bit more, like, you know.
But I guess it's just the thing of it's just different time frames.
Yeah, different time frames. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And it's all up to, like, you know, goes down to your destiny, bro, you know what I mean?
Nah,
so,
that's
yeah.
clean.
But now I was eager, bro. My learning process, I was hungry. It was hard, but I was like, you know, I was persevering, bro. I didn't give up. Yeah, it took me a long time to actually, like, finally make profits, bro, yo.
So
Exness offers a free demo trading account for beginner traders to trade on. The demo account interface is ideal for traders who want to practice their strategies or learn to trade without incurring any trading risks or losses. You can practice trading in a 100% risk-free environment.
like you're in grade 11 now, you're learning how to trade Forex. Were there any boys with you learning at the same time as you?
But nah, not necessarily, bro. I was pretty much alone.
You're the only one?
Yeah, only after, you know,
Okay.
or let me say during the process.
Yeah.
But it was like more towards like the end, bro, you know? Because people like, especially black people, bro, they like to like they see by believe, like they believe by seeing, you know what I mean? So if I tell you right now that, hey, dog, I'm trading, you're not gonna be like, you know what I mean? But then if I come to you and I hold 10K cash, you're gonna be like, hey, how do you have this money, bro? And I'll be like, nah, trading. Then you're gonna be eager, you know. Then you're gonna be interested, you know what I mean? So at that time, nah, bro, I was just alone, you know.
Is it?
Yeah, and I feel like that's what actually made it even harder, you know.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, now that's great. So I hear you were mentored by leadership.
Yeah.
Seems like leadership had mentored everyone.
Yeah, bro. Nah, bro. Yeah, leadership mentored me. Reached out to him in the DMs.
Yeah.
2018.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, December and everything, you know. Actually just like tagging him on my stories. It was just reposting, you know, typical fanboy, you know.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, nah, dude, like I'm tired of looking up to someone, you know. Let me be like this person or be even better, you know. So I'm like, so then I saw like he had classes and everything, right? So then, bro, like constantly, like you know, it was when you were still doing those city classes. So like, you make a poster, be like 26th of Jan, Durban, 28th of Jan, Cape Town, stuff like that, you know. So now the problem was, I was in school, and those classes would be during the week. You know what I mean? And already, bro, like me telling my mom, telling my family I want to learn Forex is an obstacle. Now me actually going to learn Forex during the week is another obstacle because now it's clashing with school. You know what I mean? And you know black parents with school, bro. Yo. So, hey, bro, I was spamming him in the DMs, bro. I'm like, bro, please make it on a weekend or something like that. And then until he finally replied, I think I sent like 4 DMs, literally copy and paste every single day. I'll be like, bro, I really want to learn how to trade. I really want to be like you. You inspire me. Please, can you make your next class like on like the weekend, you know, so I can attend it because of school? And he replied, he's like, yes, definitely. And then he really like made a poster, and then like his next next month, Feb, right? Because remember, like you post like in Jan. That's when I saw the first poster. So Feb, I saw Feb was on the weekend, right? But then it ended up happening like during the week, right? But then I spoke to my mom and everything. She picked me up from school, took me to the thing during the week. Like surprisingly, bro, like but I had to do a lot of convincing. You know, like one, like learning how to trade is hard, but then like convincing your parents to like, you know, support you and everything.
To be in there with you.
It's hard, bro. It was really hard. But nah, picked me up. She even lied, bro. At school, she said, no, I have a dentist appointment and everything like that. Had a dentist appointment. I dipped, bro. Went to I actually got taught, it was in Umhlanga, La Lucia. Offices. Yeah. And then, he taught me, bro. Taught me everything. Understood, right? Comprehended everything. But the tricky part was now practicing, you know? Because, bro, like, you could tell me now 1 + 1 = 2, you know what I mean? But then, I know it's a dumb example, but actually calculating, bro, like, that's the hard part. So what I mean is, a person can give you the skill, but then now you actually mastering the skill and like, you know, practicing it and, you know, actually working on it is hard, bro. It's difficult. So,
Yeah, so obviously was it a one-day class?
Yeah, one-day class. But then there was also like mentorship, you know, online.
So they gave you all the information, you went back home.
Yeah.
It was your responsibility to see what happens, what you do with that information.
Yeah, bro. It was my responsibility to put in the work now, you know what I mean? Because, bro, I feel like one thing a lot of beginner traders get twisted, bro, is that they think just because you have they think you're going to be successful just because you have a successful mentor, right? When that's not always the case, bro. You can have the best mentor in the game, but if you don't work, bro, then you're not going to see results. So I know people who have pretty basic I know people who are better than their mentors. They worked harder than their mentors, you know what I mean, bro? So as an upcoming trader, it's your responsibility, bro, you know what I mean? So I was like, okay, damn, sharp. I got taught, leadership gave me the skill, everything. Now it's time for me to like actually put in the work, you know what I mean? Because this thing is like school, bro. Like, you go to school, you have like 7 periods a day. Your teacher teaches you and everything. You go home, you have to do your homework. You know what I mean? If you don't do your homework the following day, you're going to be confused. You know what I mean? Like, so I was like, okay, damn, now I need to like actually put in the work, you know? And that was a process, It was a process, bro.
So what's the balance like at this point between balancing school and learning how to trade?
I don't want to lie, dog. Hey, me, I started to like neglect school, you know? You know? But I'm not saying people must neglect school, bro. I was just like, bro, it was like my passion, you know what I mean? I'm not saying people must like neglect school, but I was like, nah, dog. You know when you believe in something so much that you do anything, bro?
Yeah, so true.
Like, dog, dude, like, even in class, like, I look for the videos and stuff, bro. Like, I like literally in the back of my book, bro. Like, I literally draw, like, you know, the charts, you know, draw the market structure, everything, bro. Like, during class, you know what I mean? Hey, bro, it was crazy. Put in my earphones, watch the Zoom sessions on the group, you know, because I got added to this Telegram group where, like, you know, just mentorship, bro. You know what I mean? So. Yeah, bro. Hey, I was hungry, bro.
You were just putting in the hours.
Putting in the hours. Obviously now, when you like I was focusing on trading more. Now school-wise, it was a bit shaky, and then also the pressure at home because now the reports is coming in, you know, it's going down. But forex isn't yet. I'm not profitable yet, you know. But like you see, bro, like as a parent, the hardest thing for parents is like to believe, like to support you when you're not when they're not seeing results. You know what I mean? Hardest thing for parents is to support you when they don't see results. So I'm not profitable yet, but I'm on the charts 24/7. You know. But now I'm not doing my schoolwork. My grades are lacking.
Your mom's not seeing what's going on.
And now pressure, like yo, dog. Now the pressure is like even like worse. You know, even more pressure on me. You know, but yeah, it's push, bro.
Now you push, boy. Yeah. So, do you remember your first deposit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember my first deposit, 10 USD. Actually, even 10 USD.
Okay.
Yeah, bro. That was usually the day after. You see, and like I'm not gonna say it was my biggest mistake. But I wouldn't suggest people do that. Like deposit money straight after, you know, especially if like
you were just in a rush.
Yeah, I was just in a rush. You know, I was an immature trader, bro. You know, because there's like immature traders and mature traders. You know, immature traders they rush, like you know, they're looking for quick profits. They're looking for mature traders know that, bro, profits don't come quickly. You know what I mean? You have to put in the work. You know, stack small profits, stuff like that. So me, dog, I just jumped the gun, bro. Literally, I jumped the gun. Deposited 10 USD. I actually doubled that account.
Is it? Okay.
Ooh, yeah. Like it was on my highlights.
Okay.
I doubled that account, got hard-headed, bro. And then like took it from 10 USD to 20, right? And then 20, I'm like, I'm good at this thing. I'm good at this thing. Like, bro, it didn't take me a lot of money to like believe in forex. You know what I mean? You know. So I'm like, this thing is real. You know what I mean? Keep in mind, I haven't made a withdrawal, but still, I'm like, you know. So. But I blew that account, long story short. I blew that account dog, you know.
So obviously you grew from 10 to 20.
Yeah.
And obviously when you saw 20, what were you thinking? That
I'm like, damn, I just did this.
Yeah,
you know?
You can do more now.
Yeah, I'm like, that's when emotions were coming. Like, you know, I was hard-headed, you know. And I actually learned from that, bro. I realized that now when it comes to the market, bro, you don't need to be hard-headed, bro. You should just be calm. You need to be like just laid back, bro. You know. Take what the market gives you. You know what I mean, bro? Like obviously, like you're not gonna hold yourself back, but you need to have limits, bro. So you need to have a trading plan. You need to just know yourself as a trader, bro. Most people out there don't know themselves as traders, bro. You know what I mean? Like they just enter the market just go in, bro. Like no rules. They don't know themselves. They don't know what they want. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Nah, I feel you, bro. Moving on. Your year just goes on. It's school now. You finish grade 11. So by end of grade 11, were you trading already? What was happening?
Yeah. So I started trading Feb.
Okay.
And I was blowing, bro. Feb, all the way until June, July, right? My birthday was in June, so I got capital, right? I had decent amount of capital, right? I think it was 4 or 5K, right? Yeah, so then now, this is when I started to become a mature trader, you know. I realized that there's no quick profits. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme.
Okay.
I need to I was just looking at my mistakes, you know, over trading, being greedy, not knowing myself, you know. Started to write down a trading plan, stuff like that, bro. And then I'm like, okay, you know what? I realized that I'm risking money, you know. Let me actually be smart with this, you know. Like this whole 6 months from Feb to June, or 6 or 5 months, whatever it is, I've been blowing, you know. So clearly this isn't working for me. The way I was trading wasn't working for me, you know. So I stepped back, sat down. I'm like, okay, I'm no longer gonna be greedy. I'm no longer gonna risk a lot. I'm no longer gonna, bro, there's a lot of things. But the main thing was I'm setting a target. You know, because dog, I wanted to triple and I wanted to double an account same day, bro. With that one trade, I wanted to open the trade. I'm like, okay, this trade has to double my account, you know. And I realized that bro, I need to just be I need to set targets, you know. And that's what a lot of traders don't do and don't know, bro. That you actually need to set targets, you know. It's bro, you're not gonna see 10,000 one day, bro. You know, just make that 1,000 a day. Actually, let me be more realistic. Like me, bro. When I started trading, I was making 200 a day. You know, I was like, when I became a mature trader, I was like, let me set a target of 200 a day. You know, and I was trading currencies. I wasn't trading indices, bro. I didn't even know of indices at the time. You know, that's another thing that kills these like kills traders nowadays, bro, like they jump to indices. Nah, me, bro, I was on currencies, bro. I'm like, okay, let me just set target 200 a day, bro. 200, maybe it'll take me like 2 days, 2-3 days to make that 200. Sometimes the markets would like give me like 300, 400 to make 500 Rand profits, you know what I mean? And bro, I always say this, bro, even to my students, I always say the market will reward you for being disciplined. Like, it's like the market knows that, I just want to discipline, let me reward him. Think about it, bro. How many times have you opened it, how many times have you traded and you're like, nah, let me just increase my lot size, you know what I mean? And the market burns you, sanitizes you, you know what I mean? Yeah. But then the one time you actually be disciplined and use, for example, 0.05 on a currency, the market actually rewards you, you know what I mean? So if you just keep being disciplined, bro, like, yeah, you're gonna be good, bro.
Lack of patience.
Yeah, you mustn't rush, bro. Like, yeah, mustn't rush, bro. Like, but it's a stage, bro, you know? Like, I always, like, people, like my students, bro, I teach people who don't know anything about trading, and I tell them, dude, relax, you know? You're not gonna make 1,000 yet, you know? And that person will look at me as if like I'm hating on them and stuff like that, bro, you know what I mean? And then they blow. And until they realize that, okay, snap, no, I need to step back, I need to sit down, I need to set targets. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So you've got a target right now of making 200 Rand a day, right? That's where you started, obviously.
Yeah, that time, yeah.
Yeah. So, but like you're trading currencies at this time. How big was the account? Do you remember?
I was trading like 1K.
1K to make 200 Rand a day.
Yeah, to make 200 Rand a day. I know that end of the week, that's 1,000. Okay. The count doubled end of the week, you know what I mean, bro? Yeah. In most cases, then maybe like I'll make more than 1K in a week, you know what I mean, bro? Yeah. But my main rule was that 200 Rand a day. Yeah. You know, 200 Rand a day. Some days 150, and I'll be fine with it. Even if I made like 100 Rand, I'm like, okay, this is better than nothing, bro. You know, dog, like, bro, like, just people need to take what the market gives them, bro. Like, profits is like, bro, small profits, like, they add up, bro. Yeah,
and people look down on that so much because right now, I think because of the gram, people want to put in 150 and make 10K.
Bro.
And that's killing a lot of people.
Bro, yeah, I get people DMing me, hey, dog, can I trade NAS for 200? I'm like, wait, this one still has a long way to go. But I mean, dog, it's just part of the game, bro, like, you know. But yeah, bro, like you just need to set targets, honestly, bro, targets.
Yeah, so making 200 Rand a day, 1,000 Rand a week, basically. For how long were you doing that? How long did you keep that up for, actually?
So from June, bro, until like the beginning of 2020.
Okay.
Yeah, wait, 2019, 2020. Okay. Yeah, still 2020, bro, still doing the same thing up until like... mid-year.
So you keeping this up for like 6 months?
Yeah, bro, straight. Obviously, okay, no, I increased now. Like when I see that, okay, getting better and better, I noticed that, okay, my technical analysis, like, you know, me with the charts, bro, like I'm getting better with the charts, you know. I'm like, this pattern, I know how it's gonna play out, you know. And then I'm like, okay, let me just risk a bit more, you know, but still using risk management, you know what I mean? Bro, like you see, bro, when you're on the charts, the longer you're on the charts, the more you get used to it, bro, you know what I mean? So, like, how do I say this? Like, look at you looking at the charts for the first time, right? You were confused. But if I was to whip up my phone right now and open MT4 and I'll show you like the H4 time frame, you'll be able to identify, oh, okay, this is a support zone, resistance zone, you know what I mean? Whereas the first time you opened, you literally didn't know anything, bro. You were clueless, you know what I mean? Yeah. So over time, bro, you get better, you get smoother with the charts, you get sharper and everything, bro. So then the more like you're trading, bro, like it levels up, you know what I mean? So your results also need to level up and your risk also needs to level up, you know what I mean, bro? So, and the amounts you deposit also needs to level up, you know what I mean, bro? So, yeah, 200, but then I'll be like, okay, 500, 600, a K a day, you know, stuff like that, bro. So, yeah. But it wasn't like overnight. Yeah. It was like, bro, over months, bro. Yeah. Over months, you know.
It takes a lot of patience right there.
It takes a lot of patience.
So,
bro.
like, how are you dealing with, like, the temptation to want to quickly... At this point, you're scaling up slowly, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
How are you resisting that temptation to, like, move from making 200 Rand a day to being like, nah, I'm good at this. Let me make 20K today.
Yeah, I know, dog. The temptation would like eat me up, bro. Like I'd fall for it, bro. I'd fall for it. You know, there were even times, bro, like your dog, like on my dashboard, I'd have like 5K. Yeah. I'm like, nah, you know what? Let me just deposit 4K, bro. I'm like, nah, I'm tired of this thing. I'm tired of like small steps. Let me just deposit 4K, blow it, dog. Have 1K, then just start again, bro. 200, you know what I mean? So, like I said, the market rewards you for being disciplined, bro. The minute you become hard-headed in the market, bro, it's gonna burn you. That's why I say it's like the market knows, bro. It's like it can read your emotions or fuel you, bro. Like, cause it's really funny, bro. Like, be honest, bro. Like, when you trade, bro, like when you're disciplined, you're chilling, right? Yeah. But then the minute you decide to
to do funny things,
the market burns you. Bro, it's like it knows, you know, so you just need to be disciplined at all times, bro. You know, I always preach that, bro. Discipline, bro, like number one, bro.
Yeah, shout out. Yeah. So you're a full-time trader now, you know, and this is you like after high school. You finished with high school, right?
Yeah. No, also, finished.
You done with high school. Yeah. So from high school, now you're a full-time trader. What's that like though? What is it demanding being a full-time trader right now?
Well, see, after high school, me actually, bro, I started to call myself a full-time trader while I was still in high school. Towards you see, bro, like the last 3 months of my matric year, bro, I was profitable, you know, and that's when I actually started to I was profitable, and that's when I started to boom also on Instagram, you know. There's a video I posted when I withdrew, I think 30K.
Okay.
Yeah. 30K, brought that to school. It was in my blazer. Yeah.
Wait, that's you.
Yeah.
I saw that video.
Yeah.
I saw that video. Yeah, I remember.
Bro. Yeah.
That's wild. Bro.
So that's when I started to call myself a full-time trader. When I actually saw this thing working properly, bro. You know what I mean? I'm not saying I knew everything, but you know, I just had it. You know. So I'm like, nah. You see now, even bro, my matric exams, I don't know how I passed, but yeah, I passed.
You passed.
But I was so focused on trading, bro. I really believe that this thing was gonna work for me. You know what I mean, bro? So yeah, bro. So last 3 months of my matric year, obviously it was trials and finals and all that. Studying now and then, but mostly on the charts, bro. Most of the time. Finished literally last paper, bro. That's when I became even more of a full-time trader because now I have no distractions, bro. But being a full-time trader, bro, it's nice. You see, trading, bro, you see when you're doing something you like, bro, not that you do it effortlessly, but you don't mind doing it, you know? So I was happy, bro, you know, I'm happy, dog, doing what I love compared to school, bro. Being a full-time student and being a full-time trader, two different things. Full-time trader, you're happy. Full-time scholar, bro, you depressed. Let's just be honest, you're depressed, bro. Because, you know, you have homework every day, you're not looking forward to doing your homework. Whereas, me being a full-time trader, bro, I'm happy. I'm yes, I have to wake up, analyze. I enjoy analyzing, you know what I mean? So analyzing, trading, everything, bro. So being a full-time trader, bro, yeah, it's nice. Obviously, you also want to diverse into other things, you know, but that'll take time too, you know. Can't rush the process. Yeah.
So you speak about spending time on the charts. How much time were you actually spending on the charts? Especially when you come back from school. Obviously, you already spoke about being on the charts while you're at school.
Yeah.
You come back.
My phone would even be taken, bro. Confiscated. Yeah.
Because
it was crazy.
was just
on the chart. The teacher would catch me, bro. Literally, bro. Even my teachers knew when they see my head like this, they're guy on his phone. I'm telling you. So yeah.
So you get back from home, it's the charts.
It was the charts, bro. I do my schoolwork in the morning or something, or ask someone to copy. I hope this doesn't get to my mom. But yeah.
You're here now, dog.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, you're here now. Yeah. So what steps do you need to take? Because you know what I like about what you said is setting the realistic targets of 200 rand a day. Because it's very realistic.
Yeah.
What a lot of people tend to overlook right now because everyone's trying to make 20K a day, 100K a day.
Yeah.
A day. You know, so how did you program your mind to be able to tell yourself that no, I want to set realistic targets. These are the targets I'm gonna set and stick to.
It's when I realized that what I was doing wasn't working for me.
Okay.
Me wanting to make 10K a day wasn't working, bro. You know, you just need to be, bro. When you're a trader, you need to be honest with yourself. You know what I mean, bro? You need to be honest with yourself. Otherwise, if you're not honest with yourself as a trader, you're not really gonna go that far, bro. So I decided to, even leadership, my mentor is bro, you know, you need to be honest with yourself and everything. I'm okay, what am I doing wrong? You know, dog, this thing is a relationship, right? You and your girlfriend, right? If you two are always fighting, at some point, when you're tired of fighting, you two are gonna sit down and look at what's making you guys fight. It's me waking up late. It's me not washing the dishes. You know what I mean? Same thing with trading. It's me being greedy. It's me being hard-headed. You know what I mean? So that's how I became. That's how I became about setting my realistic targets, bro. I reflected. You know, I reflected. I'm like, nah, this isn't working. You know, let me just relax. You know. Take just relax, go down a bit, decrease the speed, you know what I mean, bro. So yeah.
No, that's very important though, what you're saying.
Being honest with yourself, bro, and knowing,
Because I know, I think I've heard this somewhere. Where somebody said this industry is, I think, the only one of the only professions where you're faced with yourself.
True.
Where it's you versus you.
True,
for
bro.
For real.
Bro, even despite your mental, dog, because you're right, bro. It's you, and it's like you versus you, really, bro. Because you don't have anybody else but yourself,
and this
bro.
is where you meet your true self.
Yeah, definitely. And that's where a lot of people get it twisted, bro. They depend on someone else. They depend on their mentor. When actually, bro, your mentor can only do so much. You know, it's like even your lecturer or whatever they call it in universities, like your teacher, bro. They can only do so much. But when it comes to you studying, bro, to you learning, it's you versus you, bro. You know what I mean? Your teacher can't be there with the stick telling you to study. Nah, bro. Same like trading, your mentor can't be there with a stick telling you to hey, Baba, learn, analyze, you know. It's you versus you, bro, and it all goes down to how badly you want it.
Yeah.
You know, if you really want it, bro, then you're really gonna push, you're really gonna put in the work, you know what I mean? You get people who just jump into trading and then they realize that this is too much and they just step back. That's because they don't want it enough, you know what I mean, bro? When you really want something enough, bro, you do whatever it takes, bro. Hey, dog, me, I would be on the charts until 3 a.m. Bro, literally just analyzing, watching YouTube videos, bro. And I have school, I have to wake up at 5 for school, you know? That's how badly I wanted it, bro. So it all goes down, bro, to how bad you want it, you know?
Yeah. So how do you approach the markets?
Me, now?
Yeah, now. When you open the charts, what's your approach? Where do you start? What's your starting point?
So me, dog, wake up. Oh, you're asking about the markets or
your market.
Okay.
The market.
Dog, when I just dog, me, I'm a full-on technical trader, you know? Full-on technical, 100% technical, bro. Maybe dog, you see, if you were to tell me about fundamentals, I don't know fundamentals. Dog, me, technical, bro. When fundamentals come, it's either it goes against my analysis or it goes against my analysis. You know what I mean, bro? So, full-on technical, bro. So when I open my laptop, dog, I literally, every day I delete my analysis, right?
Okay.
Delete my analysis, bro. Start afresh. Start on the daily time frame. Hey, now you see, I'm getting into it.
You don't need to get into everything.
Yeah, but daily, bro. Just you see, identify market structure, bro. Go down again. H4, identify market structure. H1, look for my entries. You know what I mean? Based on the overall movement, bro. Because I like to go with the flow of the market, bro. I hate going against the markets. You know, that's another thing that I realized isn't working for me. When I was, when you said, how did I come about setting realistic targets? Yeah, I was going against the bigger time frames and all that stuff, bro. You know, the bigger the time frame, the less the lies. You know what I mean? That's what I believe in, bro. So yeah, daily, you know, just technical, bro. Using my technical skills, analyzing. Yeah, done. Okay. You know, don't look at anything else. Don't look at fundamentals. Don't look at it's full on technical, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So, what instruments are you currently focused on at the moment? Do you look at are you looking at your indices, currencies? What are you trading? What are you focused on?
Currencies and indices, bro.
Yeah, but what are you focused on specifically? Does it depend on what you analyze, or are you focused on a specific pair?
You see me, it depends, honestly, on my targets for the week. You know what I mean, bro? Because there's things I want to do, right? So if I want to push, bro, then I'll focus on indices.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, I can't only focus on indices because I am a mentor, right? Yeah. So I need to also do currencies. So I can't only focus on indices because I'm a mentor, right? I also need to do currencies, to accommodate everyone else, bro. And in fact, I should actually start focusing more in terms of me trading. I should push indices, I'm pushing indices. Yeah. But then for my mentorship and my lessons and everything, bro, I wanna push currencies more, you know, because dog, I want like Forex to be normal again, you know. I want everybody to be trading currencies, you know. I want beginner traders to be trading currencies. Dog, you get someone who doesn't know anything about Forex hopping onto NAS and US30. Hey, dog.
Problems right there.
Bro,
Problems.
like you really, like, dog, you don't need to jump the gun, dog. Like I started, bro, I didn't trade indices for like a whole year. I didn't even know about them. I was just on currencies, bro. And everybody, bro, like 99% of traders out there, they all started on currencies.
Yeah.
But they won't tell you. You know what I mean? Bro, like, and there's nothing wrong. Like, you get beginner traders who feel ashamed to trade currencies and post their currency results. Now, there's nothing wrong. We all started there. You know what I mean? We all started there.
Okay.
So yeah.
So, okay, going back to the beginning now, you got a strategy. You're trading a strategy in the beginning, right? Okay, so between then and now, what's it been like? Have you been switching strategies along the way? How often? Or you just been sticking to like one thing?
I've been sticking to one thing.
Yeah.
And that's because my main, see, like leadership, right? The strategy leadership taught me, like it works for him, right? I saw it works for him. So I know that if I work hard enough, it's going to work for me.
Okay.
That's where most people get it twisted, bro. I teach you something, it works for me, right? But then for the first like month or two, it's not going to work for you. And you're going to be like, nah, this doesn't work. Let me change. Nah, dog, like literally, like you need to step back, be honest with yourself and be like, okay, if this works for this person, why can't it not work for me? You know what I mean? Like if it's not working for me, that means I'm not pushing hard enough. You know what I mean? Most of the time, bro. So I wasn't switching strategies. Yeah. Even though I was blowing, I still believed that, nah.
You stuck to that thing.
Yeah, this is working for him. It should work for me too.
Did you tweak it or?
Yeah, I'll tweak more of my psychology, you know, and my approach in the market, like which is what we just spoke about, you know, setting targets, being realistic, you know, stuff like that. That's what I'll tweak. But when it came to like, bro, like technical analysis, my strategy wouldn't tweak it, bro. Wouldn't tweak it, bro. Like most of the time, what kills these traders is their mindset, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you can have a strategy that works, but if you don't know how to use it, then you're gonna get like, you know, you're gonna face difficulties, bro.
People out here chasing the holy grail.
Yeah, bro. So when you have the strategy, like, bro, when you have a strategy, yeah, and you know it works, you know, just look at other people, look at other mentors, you know what I mean? Look at your mentor, stuff like that. You can see that it works. But then, like, if you see that it's not working for you, it's most probably because of your mindset or how you like approaching the markets, you know, how you are like psychologically, you know. If you're expecting 10K a day, then nah, you know.
Yeah, no, I feel you. You're young, bro. I would confidently say you're like one of the leaders of the new wave of new traders coming in.
You reckon?
Hey, I'm gonna put it on you like that, bro.
You reckon?
Yeah, no, I reckon, bro. And you're doing very well for yourself. I know I was telling you earlier on, you are doing very well for yourself. I like the way you're conducting yourself, the way you're doing business. Big up and keep it up. So, what kind of impact are you planning to make as this new wave of traders is just coming in?
Yeah, dog. You see, like impact, bro. Like, yo, there's a lot, dog. There's a lot. From not only do I want to impact traders, bro, I want to impact everyone else, bro. Like, I want to, like this year, bro, like foundation, bro. I want to get my foundation started up. You know what I mean? Because, bro, like I want to be so blessed that God uses my pockets to bless others. You know what I mean, bro? So, yes, I'm going to share the skill with other traders and everything, but I want to bless everybody else, bro. Like, foundations, bro. Like, there's a lot. But in terms of trading, I don't know, dog. Like, I don't want to seem like I want to be in charge. You know what I mean? Dog, like me, I'm that one trader that's just in there, like, you know, I'm just chilling, bro. Super chill. I don't I don't want to be like, God, nah, I'm the biggest upcoming, nah, bro. Like some people say it to me. Some people say other people are bigger. Some people say other traders are the upcoming ones and everything like that. Some say it's me. But like regardless, bro, it doesn't affect me, you know what I mean? Like it doesn't affect me because I'm not chasing like the titles and everything. I'm just chasing like, bro, like the freedom, financial freedom. I'm chasing the soft life, you know what I mean? Soft life, bro. Not titles. You get people who want to be famous Forex traders and successful Forex traders, you know? And the famous, like, yo, how do I say this? Like, you get people who want to act like they're successful Forex traders, you know, just to be famous, bro. You know, there's people out there who are famous, but they're not Forex, like they can't trade. but they call themselves forex traders. I don't want to be that, bro. I just want to be a successful forex trader, bro. And then whatever comes with it, bro. You know. So yeah, but in terms of impacting, bro, I'm just gonna go with the flow. You know. There's not really much I could really do. You know, could give lessons, advice, everything like that. You know. But yeah, that's just about it. Like I said, bro, like me, it's bigger than forex, bro. Like I want to touch like everybody, bro. Like that's why I like the foundation. That's why I just that's something big.
Impact. It's a serious
impacts,
one.
bro.
Serious one.
From schools to like, bro, everywhere, bro.
Yeah.
Everywhere. The beggars on the road, everywhere, bro.
Yeah.
You know.
No, big up, bro. And I wish that all your plans are just successful in that.
Shout outs.
On that endeavor right there. So you speak about soft life. Look at that smile, dog. It's like, yeah, say that ish again.
This guy.
Yeah. So, quick question: what's the most you've spent in the club, though?
Yo. alone. Cause when I was in Durban, I used to like go out. Yeah. I think it was 35.
35.
Yeah, 35. No, actually, I'm like, let's say in one night, right? Because there was a time where I went to like 2 clubs in one night, right? The first club was Dante.
Okay.
Dante isn't really a club, it's just like a chilled place, you know? Spend 25 there. And then second location. Second location is never a good idea. The second location is never a good idea.
Yeah,
but I mean, you only live once.
Yeah.
After Dante 25, and then we went to Envy.
Yeah.
No, we went to Live. Yeah, Live. Live Spencer Young 17.
Yeah.
You know, so that's 25. Hey, my maths is bad, but you do the maths. You do the maths.
25 to 17 on one night, basically.
Yeah. But it's not something I'm proud of. You know what I mean, bro? Because honestly speaking, bro, there's more to that. Like, bro, it all comes with like experience and age. You know what I mean,
But you're learning at this.
Yeah, learning. Yeah. You know, back then I'd be like, yeah, I'm the man. But looking at it now, bro, I'm like, fuck, what was I doing, bro? You know what I mean? Not that I regret it, but at least I have the experience, you know. But I don't see myself doing that again, you know, because, bro, like, it's bigger than that, bro. You know, it's bigger than wanting to go spend money in the club, you know, bro. But it's all a phase, you know what I mean? It's like, okay, you can go club, but then just be responsible, you know what I mean? I lacked discipline. And I was irresponsible, bro. You see now I can go out with friends, you know, buy that 1 bottle, 2 bottles, chilled, you know. We still get the same feeling, enjoyments, get drunk still, you know what I mean? Like I get like, even my students, there's someone who WhatsApp me, bro, he's like, dog, by June, I want to make 30K, bro, and I'm going to go spend 20K in the club. I'm like, ish. I'm like, dog, I'm like, nah. I'm like, nah, ish. You know, but I'm like, and I can't tell the person, I can't be like, nah, dog, don't do that. Because I did that, you know? Because the person saw from me. So I'm just like, hey.
But again, you've walked the journey now. Now you can tell niggas for the air, dude. But slow down.
Dog, people believe by seeing, bro. Like, they believe by, like, seeing, bro. Like, if I tell you, now how do I say this? If I tell you, dog, don't walk over here, there's glass. Let's say you don't see the glass. Let's say it's night, it's dark. Yeah. I'm like, dog, don't walk this glass. You're gonna walk. You know, like if I tell you, dog, don't walk this glass, you're not gonna, like, dog, like, as much as you're gonna try, you're gonna walk, but you're gonna, like, try, like, you know, avoid us, you know what I mean? Whereas, you're not gonna believe me at that time. But then now, when you actually walk, then you're gonna realize that, snap, there's actually glass here, you know? As much as I try to move around us and everything, there's actually glass.
Yeah.
So people actually need to experience things themselves in order for them to learn, bro, you know what I mean? I know that was a dumb example, but you need to, bro, experience things yourself, bro. You really need to experience things yourself for you to learn, you know? Like, even leadership, bro, he would tell me, like, my boy, this is not worth it, wada. Like, me going out, I was like, me, I'm living in the moment, you know? I'm liking it, girls, everything, bro. Until I realized that, nah, man, this isn't really worth it, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, as people, bro, like, just believe by, you know, finding out for yourself.
So how has life changed because of Forex now?
Now I'm like how life has changed.
Yeah.
Dog, it's still the same. Like, I'm still the same old me, but like more free. You know what I mean? More free. Can do things at my own time. I can help out at home, you know. Like, then I feel like that's like my biggest, like, you know, accomplishments and biggest motivator, bro. Like, you know, being able to, as much as yes, I'm doing good for myself, like I'm making myself happy, but to be able to also make, like, you know, people at home happy, my cousins, my mom, aunts, everyone. That feels good.
Yeah, shout out.
That feels good. So to me, it's more than me, bro. It's about them, you know, home, family, you know, people close to me. You know, makes me happy, dog. I like seeing other people happy, dog. You know, I like seeing other people win, bro. You know, so yeah, that's how, yeah, it's smoother now. You know, so I can be like, you know what, I want Air Forces. You know, let me go buy Air Forces. You know what I mean? But then obviously now I've changed because now I'm working on being disciplined.
Okay.
Right? People think when you have money you can do whatever you want at any time. Yes, true, but then if you do whatever you want at any time, the money is not going to last long, bro. You know what I mean? You need to be disciplined. Yeah. Yes, you can have 100K, right? If I wake up today and I'm like, Yazin, I want a Gucci side bag, let me go buy it, you know, same time. Yeah, it's nice and everything, bro, but in order for your money to last, you need to be disciplined, bro. Just because you have 100K doesn't mean you need to get that thing right now. You know what I mean? Just be like, you know what, let me get it after a week, or let me work and make that money, then I'll get it, you know? That's what I do now. That's what I do now. Like, let's say, for example, like next week, right? Next week I want to go buy Gucci flip-flops, right? I could go walk out this interview right now and go buy them. But my mindset has changed, bro. I'm like, you know what? Let me make that money first, then I'll go buy it. You know what I mean? Let me just be disciplined, bro. You see, like, yeah, let me just be disciplined, bro. Like, there's a lot of things, like, how I realized this was when my mentor leadership, right? Everybody knows there was a time we had like 6-7 cars in his driveway, Subaru, Golf 6, Golf 7, all that. Until he actually sat me down and he's like, nah, like you need to value money, you know? You need to value money. There's no such thing as making money back.
Okay.
Like, dog, let's say right now you have 20K, right? And you like, you know what, you're gonna go to the club and spend 10K, and you're gonna be like, Vela, I'm gonna make that money back. You never made that money back. That 10K will never come back. Yes, like, okay, market opens, you make 10K. Now you're back at 20K, right? But then that 10K that you spent is gone. If you didn't spend it, you'll be on 30K. Think about that, you know what I mean? So there's no such thing as making money back, bro. That's why you need to like value money. You know, there's no such thing as making money back, bro. It never comes back. Once you spend it, you know. It's gone. If you didn't spend that money, you'd have the money you have now and that money, you know, you'd have more, you know. So you just need to be disciplined, you know. So it is nice, bro, but yeah, you just need to be disciplined and set targets, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So what's your biggest loss?
My biggest loss. See, dog, thing about me, I don't fund big.
Okay.
You see, but if you would like to say like a losing streak, bro, because me, dog, I fund like 2K, 3K, 4K. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. 2K, 3K, 4K. Try and make 2K. But there was a time where I was like an arrogant trader, bro. Like I'd fund like 4K and just like go full margin, bro. Like, so all my highlights, go full margin. From like 3K, make 12K, you know what I mean? But I'd also make losses in between, you know? And that's things like, those are things that like I wouldn't show, you know? As much as, yes, I'm making 12K, but then now when I sit back and reflect, I'm like, I actually lost 5K. So that means I made what, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7K, you know what I mean? Until I changed my way of trading, like, okay, you know what? Fund 2K, make double that accounts, triple it, you know what I mean? Withdraw, sit back, you know, withdraw, you know. So me, dog, like I only blow like 3K, 4K accounts, you know what I mean? But then if we talk about a streak, maybe I've blown like 4 accounts in a row. I've had like a bad week, bro. Like literally every day I was blowing, bro. Like fund like 4K, bro, blue. So 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 20K.
So when you fund like that, do you just fund once a day?
Yeah.
Once a day?
Yeah, you see me, bro, I fund, and this is actually a bad habit, because sometimes it goes against me. But see, like, you see me, like, my trading plan and my trading rule, bro, like, I need to wait for specific, like, setup to play out and that entry, right? Or when I see, like, you see, like, for example, this now here. This setup is, about to play out. So now I'm going to get ready to fund, and, you know, and trade the setup, you know what I mean, bro? So when it comes to funding, like, dog, I used to leave money on my dashboard, you know what I mean? Okay. But then that actually tempts you to trade. Yeah. You know what I mean? Sure. You're like, I have 4K on my dashboard. Let me just let me just take a risky trade. You know what I mean? You know,
A fast one.
a quick one. Then you blow.
Yeah.
You see, then you're crying. See, I can't like it, man. So when it comes to like going about funding, bro, like I like to wait. I don't like to keep money on my dashboard because it's like cash, bro. If I was to have like 10K cash right now, I would walk out here, give the cleaning lady 200 rand. You know what I mean? You'd just be irresponsible, you know. So when it comes to funding, dog, like, okay, it is a disadvantage to not have money on your dashboard because, like, I could want to trade and then maybe, like, the website is down. Like, you see, I can't log into my portal, what, you know what I mean? But I just look at it from the not playing it safe, but just being disciplined perspective, you know? So when it goes about funding, bro, like, I just wait for that setup to, like, be close to, like, you know, being confirmed, then I'll fund, you know? Then I'll trade it, you know? Yeah. And when it comes to, like, trade, dog, there's something, I think it was Stylish who said, he was like, you need to accept that once you deposit money onto a broker, it's no longer yours. Okay. You know what I mean? Like, you must just be emotionless, bro. Like, that money is no longer yours, you know? Mm-hmm. Now you just need to, like, work on getting that money back. Yeah. And that's powerful, and I agree with that.
That is so powerful.
I agree with that, bro. You just need to be disciplined, make that money back, and then,
it's easy. So what's your most memorable trade? Like that one trade where you look back and you're like, this one. Yeah, it's my best and favorite trade.
Actually, on my highlights, it was my favorite one. I was trading currency. I was trading Euro GBP, right? Okay. The reason why this was my best and most like favorable one was because I made a lot of money from currencies, right? Yeah. I think I funded 3K. I'm gonna check on my highlights. 3K. And no, it was 4.5. Yeah, bro. And I opened like so many 0.10s, bro. I mean, I think I'll check now, bro. It's like, a lot of 0.10s, bro. At that point, I was like, you know what? Like, just as much. I wasn't like, screw it. Yeah. I was just like, I was so confident in the setup, bro. You see, Euro GBP is my favorite currency pair, bro. I'm like, you know what? Let me just go all out. You know, I can. You know, I know that okay. If I lose the 3.5K, there's still extra cash. You know. So, dog, that was my most memorable one. Held that trade for like 4 days, bro. Yeah, bro. Closed 30K profits from 4.5 deposit on currencies. That's why I say it's my favorite because it was a currency pair, bro. You know, you can do that on NAS. A lot of people do that on NAS daily. You know what I mean? But currencies, bro. You know. So I'd say that's my biggest flex. You know. So, yeah, blue screen withdrawal, all that posted, bro. So that was my. You see. On a currency, dog. Yeah.
That's what's up, dog. Yeah. That's what's up. You know the vibes, guys. You know the vibes.
You know the vibes.
We're at the end of our interview, bro.
You know the vibes.
Thank you so much. Okay, you wanna keep going?
Nah. But nah, it was a pleasure, bro. It was a pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for reaching out to me. You know, feels good. Yeah. I just wish everybody could become a profitable trader. Yeah. You know, we just need to work on our mindsets as traders, you know what I mean? Remember, mature. People need to work from being an immature trader to a mature trader, you know what I mean? You need to be honest with yourself. Just sit back, don't lie to yourself, bro. Like you said, it's you and you on the charts, bro. Only you, bro. So now when you're fooling yourself, bro, dog, you see. Dog. So yeah, but thank you for having me, bro. It really means a lot.
Shout out. Yeah.
You know the vibes.
Guys, you know the vibes.
You know the vibes.
I'm going to start saying that now. Yeah, anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm chilling here with Bandile from Bandile Traders.
You know the vibes.
Yeah.
You know the vibes.
And a big thank you to Experts for believing in the vision of Top Trader South Africa and sponsoring the show and bringing your mentors to you guys, to the world. Thank you so much, and we're out.
You know the vibes. Shout out. Oh.